Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. So ever since I got these new Who Is It Oracle cards, I've been trying to find any kind of reading I could do based on who this and who that. So I'm like, it is the season of Valentine's Day. Let's get into who's yearning for you, who secretly wants you, who's yearning for you and watching from the shadows, all that good stuff. Okay, so be prepared for exes to come through, for people you don't even know is watching you to come through. Let's get into all the tea, right? So of course we're going to start off with the Who Is It Oracle to get a bit of a vibe of who this person is. This like says characteristics, hair color, eye color, race, to see who this person could be. So let's see what comes through for you guys. Please Spirit tap me into the energy of my group ones and who is watching them from the shadows, yearning. Okay. There could be some like stale, stagnant energy here because the card's acting up. It's kind of like someone who hasn't spoken to you in a long time, or someone who hasn't spoken period in a long time, and they're trying to like get their voice or gather themselves. Someone who's trying to walk again for the first time and they're like stumbling over themselves, a deer trying to learn how to walk again. So that's how I feel like this person is feeling. Please Spirit, who is watching, yearning from the shadows for my group ones? Okay, if you want to fall, then fall. Like, jag. We have this person that's nicely dressed. Okay. Heard that. Nicely dressed. Please Spirit, who is watching my group ones from the shadows? We have makeup. Someone who wears makeup. Here we have same height as you. That's a very interesting characteristic. Someone who is the same height as you. This could be... sorry. A woman or a friend. A woman friend, a lady friend. Okay. Please Spirit, we have a man. They said no, it could be a man. It could be a woman too, because most men do not wear makeup. Men do wear makeup, but most of them do not. So it just depends who you like. Or not even. This person who's secretly watching or wants you, yearning for you. They could be anybody, literally. Here we have tribal. This person could be tribal. They could come from a tribe, a small town, city, country, or a tribe. Here we have freckles. This person could have freckles. Very interesting. We have green eyes. I mean, green eyes and freckles kind of go together. They go together real bad. You could be dealing with a redhead. Green eyes. And then we have scars. This person could have scars. Why do they have this scar and this guy here don't even have a scar on his face? Where do they see a scar? I mean, I guess a scar on his... this person could have a scar over there. This would be their left eyebrow. If I'm facing towards him and it's my right hand, it would be his left eyebrow, because then he would be looking at you like this, right? And this is the left side. Yeah, on the left eyebrow. Let's see what else comes through. Please Spirit, who's watching them secretly, yearning from the shadows? We have average build, so they're the same height as you. Average build, please. Let me stop. So this is the... and then we have bald. Oh, please. This bald card was like stalking all the readings yesterday. Okay, let's get 2 more cards. Who is this person, please Spirit, who is stalking? This person could be stalking you, because I said stalking all the readings. Someone who's a bald head could be stalking you. Here we have fun colored hair. Someone with fun colored hair. And can we get one? That was fast. Appreciate you. Drum roll, please. White American. I mean, the freckles, the green eyes. Was that not enough? Okay. So this could be a white American man. That's the same height as you. Nicely dressed. Could wear makeup. Okay. They have green eyes. They have a scar. They could have fun colored hair. I mean, the fun colored hair, the makeup, and the man could definitely be one person together. Like a very, you know, fun, out there, quirky kind of individual who likes to show their personality through what they wear, you know? Right? And I'm kind of thinking of like drag queen kind of energy, right? So someone who does drag could be coming through. They have the big, colorful, fantastical wigs, the like the very intricate makeup. They can slay a face, right? They have all that kind of stuff. So this person can definitely do drag if you're a guy watching. For men, that could be an indicator of who this person is. They do drag as a side hustle, but they're kind of like, I'm getting like an all-American kind of person. I'm not really getting anyone who's like too crazy. This person who's secretly watching and yearning could be someone who comes, it's like a little bit average, just kind of the vibe that I'm getting here, you know? And the reason why they're in the shadows is because they may think you may not want them because they are so average, but then their persona, when they go on stage and could do drag, is like so exuberant, you know, and extravagant, right? So that could be a storyline coming through for some of you. For others of you, this could be a white American woman, right? This could be someone tribal. We have some like roots culture coming through here. Not saying white people don't have culture, but most of the time they don't. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so tribal definitely gives me someone who has like a very strong and rich culture. So that could also be another, you know, indicator of who this person could be. And they have scars because of that culture. I'm thinking about how in some African cultures, like as a rite of passage, the babies are like, they scar the babies, they cut them and like on their face and on their body to like make specific scars in a specific pattern. So that could definitely be another, you know, indicator of who this person could be. This person could be bald, freckles, all that good stuff. So we have this coming through. Okay. So let us get some tarot cards, of course, to get into who's watching you and how you may know them. Then we'll clarify everything with oracle cards. But I will be trying to get what they want to say to you as well. So you can stay to the end for that. Okay, please spirit tap into the energy of this person who is secretly watching them, yearning from the shadows. Who is this person? Who is this person? Because what you're not going to do is mess up my spread. Okay, this person could have fast reflexes. Because I was like, not today. Here we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, someone who has their guard up. Someone who could be always fighting against certain things, right? Because here we have, funnily enough, 6 swords here. And this person's using the 7th sword to fight. So when I think of the 6 of swords, I think of someone who is conventionally attractive, someone who's very popular. So this person could be someone who is always outcasted, or they refer to themselves or identify as an outcast, right? So they always find themselves fighting against people who think they're different, you know? It's like giving the status quo song from High School Musical, how everyone was kind of like, stick to the status quo, don't be different, don't stand out. And all the people that were kind of like standing out in the song were like, no, I can be a nerd and dance and pop and drop like nobody's business. I can be a jock and still want to cook. You know what I mean? I can be someone who doesn't care, you know? What would those guys be called? Like the emo, you know, troubled kids, and I could still want to play the cello, right? I can be multifaceted. So this person is multifaceted, but it's definitely giving me them fighting against conventional things in society is what these 6 of swords is kind of giving me. It's someone who's like widely known, right? Or this person could be batting off people because they are widely known. Could be another thing, another take on this energy. This person indeed has fast reflexes, because I caught that. Like, I have fast reflexes in general, but I've never had to, like, you know, showcase them in a reading like this. Okay, hopefully that's good. Leave it like that. Yeah, so that's what this 7 of Wands and this spread is giving me so far. But someone who is always on the defensive could be a vibe. Here we have the Tower in reverse. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. They're always on the defensive because things are always falling apart around them. This person could have like a troubled at-home life or a troubled life in general. Things are not always great for them. I'm hearing this person could be bullied. Here we have death. Interesting. Who this person is a very interesting character. I was talking about they're not intense. They may not be intense if they've been through intense things. Maybe they make light of tough and harsh situations. The vibe that's coming through as well. And then here we have the Well in reverse. Oh my God. I just heard someone who feels like old and washed up. That is crazy. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord. I just heard taboo. And that would make a lot of sense if this is someone who goes against conventionality. Taboo is the complete opposite of convention, right? What everyone else is doing, taboo is called taboo because no one wants to talk about it, you know? So that could be, this person could be into some taboo kinds of things, right? The Tower in reverse is a better energy than the Tower upright. It's like someone who's recovering from those things, right? Like I said, this person has been through like a lot of toxicity in their life, or a lot of like the rug being pulled out from under them, and it has made them be on the defense at all times, kind of like what's going to happen next, you know? So this person can be like a little bit choosy when it comes to who they let into their life, or they're always skeptical of when things are going to fall. They're like a little bit of a skeptic, I would say. I wouldn't say a pessimist, but they're skeptical when good things happen to them, you know? That's coming through. But the well in reverse is definitely kind of giving me, how can I describe it? Like I said, someone who feels like dried up, someone who feels washed up, someone who feels like they've gone through too much. You know what I mean? And it would be understandable why they kind of stick to the shadows when it comes to you. With the artist, I'm kind of getting an energy of someone who like could have been an artist who lost their spark, you know? So someone who used to be like full of creativity and always creating a new project or coming up with something new. And this person could be in like writer's block, or that, you know, writer's block can pertain to many things, but it's called writer's block because it's like an artist, a writer who has nothing to say. You know, someone who feels old, washed, dried up, like their life is over essentially. This person could be having a midlife crisis, y'all. Okay? And they're kind of like, or a quarter life crisis, or whatever you want to call it, you know? It just seems like nothing seems to be going their way, and they're very like sad about it. But I think they're doing quite well, I would say. Because we have nicely dressed, so at least they know how to dress. Let me stop. But yeah, the well is definitely giving me that. Someone who kind of sees and feels and experiences, and they're very in tune and sensitive. And I believe the well in reverse is kind of telling me someone who's like trying to turn off their emotions. You know, maybe they feel too much, and that's not something they like. You know what I mean? Can I get a clarifier for the well in reverse? Please, Spirit, why is that here? We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, this person's like giving me a singer, a muse, for sure. They're in the creative arts in some way. This person could be a makeup artist. They could be a singer. They could be a dancer. They could be a writer. They could be a screenplay person. You know what I mean? They make movies, right? They act, okay, dance, all that good stuff. Maybe they're a triple threat. Maybe they do all those things. They take pictures. They paint. They sculpt. They use their hands and their mind and their creativity to make things that other people love, and maybe right now they feel like they're in like a creator's block. You know, maybe they're looking for a muse, like with the Three of Cups coming through here, and you're kind of representing that. Maybe they're coming through and watching you from the shadows because you're their muse now. Like whenever you're around, like their senses start tingling and singing, and like stories are being written in their head, or new ideas are coming to them. So that could be a reason why they're like, they want to be around you, but maybe they haven't made their intentions known, or they're just like, it's like proximity to you is good enough to kind of be touched by the magic that you hold, is what I'm getting as well. This could be someone who drinks a lot as well. The Three of Cups always represents that kind of energy, a carefree, go with the flow, I want to have a good time kind of energy, you know? So someone who's lively, someone who's fun, but they just feel washed and dried up now. This could be like a... I'm gonna stop saying that because that makes me feel bad. Like, I don't want nobody to feel that way ever, you know? But that's what I keep hearing. They refer to themselves that way, right? But the Three of Cups also gives me, I was gonna say something and then I forgot it. Oh no. Maybe life of the party, old player, like a reformed player, playgirl kind of energy, you know? That's what I'm getting as well. The Three of Cups is definitely someone who likes to, like, you know, have a good time and be around people, right? But with the well in reverse, is kind of like they may not be feeling as sociable as they used to. But they're a good time either way, is what I'm getting, okay? Can I have a clarifier for the Death card? Why is the Death here? Interesting. I don't know why I'm going from back to the front. I could have started with the Seven of Wands, but I feel like that one was pretty clear. Can I get a clarifier for the death card, please? There's death here for who this person is, who's watching from the shadows, or what's the situation surrounding this. Death is like someone who's going through a transformation. So this person could be going through a transformation potentially. This person could be going through menopause or a midlife crisis if they're guys. I don't think guys go through menopause, unfortunately, right? They just get all the luck in the world. It pisses me off, honestly, okay? They don't got to experience periods. They don't got to experience cramps. They don't got to experience childbirth. They don't got to experience menopause. Like, what's up? Like, the system is rigged. Okay, this person could be a conspiracy theorist as well, but the death card is definitely someone who's going through a transformation of sorts, right? So this person could be going from being like tapped out, aired out, they have no ideas, to someone who's like opening up to creative ideas, or someone who was like feeling sad and low and not really going out as much, and now they're kind of going out more, is the vibe that I'm getting as well. But death is like Scorpio vibes. So this person could be a Scorpio. Okay, but the death represents an end in their life. So they're going through an ending, right? I just heard divorce. That could be something they're going through. Yeah, they're sad. A divorce could be very likely, I feel like. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. It's kind of like they're starting over from scratch. Knight of Pentacles knows he has a long way to go before he's happy. I'm hearing he has a long way to go before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe 𝐴 can save the world. From Avatar: The Last Airbender, the opening song that Katara says, or the opening monologue, I would say, is more like it. But the Knight of Pentacles is someone who knows they have a long way before they get where they want to go. This person could have started a new job. They could have started a new life with this clarifying the death card. They're starting something new, period, right? Like life after divorce, life after losing your job, life after menopause, right? I just got a flash of Kris Jenner in my mind, right? And how I believe like when she first started dating Corey, is his name Gamble or something, how she was like going through menopause on the show. I remember that much. I really don't watch the show anymore. My mom used to love watching it. That's how I got into it, but she ain't around anymore, so I can't really watch it anymore. I feel the need to. Anyway, too much. Anyway, yeah, this person could be older, like a motherly figure, or that definitely could be a motherly figure, and they kind of feel like they lost their shot with you, which is why they're kind of so sad. They just want to experience the good times they had with you, and they really can't do that anymore, whether this be a relationship like romantic, or this is a mother figure or father figure coming through, you know? I'm getting that vibe now that I'm talking about my mom, and I'm like, oh, she used to have me watching those shows, but I don't really watch them anymore. Maybe there's a specific show you used to watch with this person that you can't watch it anymore, or whenever they watch it, it's not the same, right? But yeah, Knight of Pentacles, they have a long way to go before they get to where they want to be. Okay, so they're starting over and they're sad because of it. This could definitely be someone you broke up with, and that would mean they have to move on and find someone new to be with, which is a new beginning as well, right? And then we have the Moon. Ooh, this person could be dreaming of you, someone who's dreaming of you. And I'm hearing, I'll be dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in your arms, thinking about you and me. Dreaming of You by Selena's coming through. Oh my gosh, that song will do it every time. This person is sad because that song is very sad, and they're dreaming of you, but not in a good way where they're excited for what's to come. They're dreaming of you in a way in which they lost you, and they know it will take a lot to get back in your good graces, right? The Moon, it's like living a life in secrecy, right? I don't know. This person's like, their feelings and being in the shadow with their feelings is taking a toll on them, right? Because I'm hearing the song from Buffy as well, where Tara is kind of like, I live my life in shadows, never the sun on my face. It didn't seem so sad though. I figured that was my place. Now I'm bathed in light. Something about this isn't right. I'm under your spell. Willow, can't you see? So that's the song that's coming through. I'm trying to remember the name of the song, but it's from the Buffy musical episode, you know? I think it's called Under Your Spell. But the first one, there's like a reprise in the, further in the episode, right? But this is the first one. But yeah, it's like they live their life in shadows, or they are living their life in shadows, never the sun on their face. It didn't bother them because they thought that was their place. They didn't really think about it too much. But then when they're around someone like you who's so jovial and happy, and you remind them of who they used to be, it's kind of like, dang, what did I become? You know, that's the kind of energy coming through here. And that's like mad deep. I wasn't expecting the reading to get that deep. But the darkness, the shadows is affecting this person's mood. They are more somber and thoughtful and regretful if they did do something wrong to you or left you, or, you know, didn't treat you the way you were meant to be treated, whether it's, like I said, romantic or platonic, a family, lover, or whatever. They're kind of like, oh man, right? The moon is Cancer energy we have coming through so far. And then with the death card, we have Scorpio. So water sign energy is coming through here. And like I said, this person's very sad right now. So they're very much in their feelings, okay? The moon is also indicative of secrets. So this person is definitely secretly yearning and longing for you, if the topic of the reading wasn't enough to, you know, clarify that. Then we have the Tower in reverse. Why is that here? I think we already have established that, honestly. Like, they're coming back from something. They're trying to, like, do their life over or get you back, or kind of grapple with what happened and overcome that. You know, if this is someone you broke it off with and they have to live without you for the longest time, you know? But still, we're going to clarifier. Can we get a clarifier for the Tower in reverse, please? That was fast. Appreciate you. We have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. The Tower in reverse. Yeah, they're dealing with having to, like, maybe live without you. I do feel the more that I'm getting into this energy, more maybe this, like, ex-lover, ex-parent kind of energy coming through here for you guys. This person was a big part of your life, and when that part of your life together ended, it was like a big blow to them, and they could be sad ever since, no matter how long this connection cut off. If it was yesterday, 3 years ago, 5 months ago, I do believe they're still in this period of missing your light and what you bring to the connection, the harmony of it all, you know? But Knight of Cups, yeah, in their feelings, wanting to say something, this person feels like they're free falling, honestly, and they can't, like, find any purchase, right? Because the Tower card is somebody falling, but this is kind of like, the Tower fall is a bad fall. This fall that they're doing for you could be a good fall full of positive feelings towards you, you know? Someone could be falling for you from afar. You know, that could be a vibe coming through as well. Now, let's see if you can find out anything else about this person. We're going to be using this deck here. Let's see if we can clarify anything. At the bottom, we have intuition, spiritual awakening. This person could be going through a spiritual awakening right now. And that would make a lot of sense with the whole dreaming of you thing. That's probably the only way they can, like, see you or reach out to you is through their dreams. And they may not realize it, because you could be having dreams with this person as well. It could be another indicator. And they don't realize they're reaching out to you telepathically or psychically, because they are only now beginning their spiritual journey. So they don't really think that, oh, I can astral travel when I'm asleep and go visit them in their dreams, you know? I'm hearing there's, like, a residue of this person in your life or in your heart or in your dreams, you know, because this kind of reminded me of how sometimes I have dreams about someone I used to know. We don't talk anymore. It's been a long time since we've talked, but he does cross my mind often. And I've been dreaming about him recently, and I'm kind of like, why am I dreaming about you? But in some dreams, he's there. And in other dreams, it's people that I know are associated with him. And there's this feeling of him supposed to be there and show up, but he never does. That could just be a manifestation of our relationship, because that's how it was. He was never there when I needed him, okay? But that's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, if it's like people that I know are associated with him, or things that I know through him, his energy, which is funny because we have masculine energy here, is all throughout the freaking reading, but he's never there. And then in other dreams, he is. So it kind of, you know what I mean? So the residue is what I mean by that. Like, their energy could be there. You know they're supposed to be there. You feel them, and you're, like, anticipating and waiting for them to show up in the dream, but they never do. Okay, so that's coming through. But we have a masculine energy, and we have man. So this is definitely, like, you know, a strong indicator that this is a man that's watching. Okay? For some of you, this man wears makeup. For others, they don't. I mean, if they are an actor, actors have to wear makeup. You know, models have to wear makeup. Or at least powder to not make them look so shiny. So maybe something like that could be coming through. Or they could do makeup. A lot of men do makeup. Here we have a full moon moment, emotional high, release, realization. So they are having some realizations. They could definitely be on a spiritual journey for truth. Okay? Who is this person that's watching them from the shadows? We have feminine energy. So we have feminine energy coming through here. This person could have like a good mix of that, or they're trying to bridge that gap because we have the full moon moment in the middle of these two here. So for some of you, it's masculine energy. Others of you, it's feminine. Of course, these energies are not gender neutral or gender specific. So, you know, it doesn't have to be a man or a woman because both is coming through. Look at how, yep, we have heartbroken, grief, shock, emotional pain. So it kind of feels like this person's reaching the climax of that pain right now. Okay? You know, funnily enough, we were talking about men who dress in drag, and I mentioned Kris Jenner earlier, and now I'm seeing a video on social media where people were like talking about how people don't like give Kris enough grace for what she had to go through with Bruce, now Caitlyn, you know, because you live like 20 years married to someone and you have a whole family and a whole life. And then one day, of course, we're glad that Caitlyn's putting herself first. Yeah. But at the end of the day, Caitlyn left a lot of carnage behind. If they would have been brave enough to come out sooner before they got married again and had more kids and kind of like indoctrinated themselves as the father figure in this family of kids and a mother and a wife who lost a husband, he would have saved everyone a lot of pain. But no, you spent all these years with them, got them used to you being Bruce, right? All this stuff. And then when you finally did your transformation and became Caitlyn, you completely like left them in lurch. And he still had young daughters in Kylie and Kendall. And they were confused, rightfully so. So it's kind of like this person could have done one of those where they kind of got up one day and decided they wanted a completely different life and left you behind. It doesn't have to be gender swap, but it's kind of giving me that vibe where she's like crying literally in the episodes because the person she loved is gone. And when she's talking to Caitlyn, you know, in the show, Caitlyn's like completely like blank face. He's not showing any regret, no remorse, no like guilt or sadness for what he did. And no one's saying, oh, to be sad that you can live in truth and in the light now, but have some dignity for what you did to the family. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of seeing that where Kris is just like bawling her eyes out saying like, was any of it real? And he's just sitting there blank face, or they, you know, just sitting there blank face. Like they don't give a rat's behind. And then the comments was taking me out because there was this one comment that was saying something along the lines of, that's how you know he's really a man or he was born a man, because the way he's sitting there completely unfeeling and uncaring shows how men be when they're done with you. And I'm like, bars. Because a woman could never do that. A woman would probably never do what Caitlyn did because they're too much worried about their family. But he was like, I'm done playing house. I'm ready to live my truth and I'm leaving y'all behind. And you're never going to hear from Bruce again. Like, it's over, it's done. And then went and lived his life. And the girl was right. She clocked it. Because only a man or someone who's born a man could have such, like, emotion, like no emotion on his face when a woman who you used to love and had kids with is crying in front of you asking for some explanation. Child, only a man, I tell you. Here we have a luck is on your side, good news, interesting. You could be hearing some good news when it comes to this person, or if you do want to hear from this person, this could be the good news coming in. What else is coming through, please, Spirit? And it seems so sad though. I figured that was my place. Magical manifestation. Yeah, this person's manifesting you back by feeling all these things. I do believe they're going through like an emotional cleansing right now. So they're like all the emotions you brought up in them, the good, the bad, the angry, the happy, are kind of like in like a big tornado in their body right now, and they're meant to like release it. But in doing that and in like going through all the emotions and the connection you guys had together, they're kind of manifesting you. So that could also be another reason why this person's dreaming of you, maybe not to come back in and, you know, give you the happily ever after, but because they want like an end. They want to finally purge this energy and move on, right? Others of you, this person is manifesting you and wants back in, okay? Let's see what else is coming through. Please, Spirit, what else is coming through? Here we have distance, travel, adventure. This person could live at a distance, or there's a lot of distance in the connection right now. Is another big indicator of who this person could be. This person could want to travel towards you as well. Or travel could just be significant to who this person is. They could travel a lot, right? For work. Here we have happy ever after. As soon as I say they may not be looking for a happy ever after with you, the card comes out. For some of you, this person does want a happy ever after. Okay? I just keep hearing that song. We have jealousy. Now I'm bathed in light. Something about this isn't right. Or I live my life in shadow, never the sun on my face. This person could be in the house a lot, not really getting much sun. Hermit vibes for sure. But here we have insecurity, fear of loss, and comparison. This person could be comparing themselves if they have access to your life at all. You know, through social media, through people you used to know. They're kind of seeing what you're doing now and like feeling jealous. Maybe for dating people, moving on, living your life, happy without them, right? I'm hearing Happy Without Me coming through by Chloe and Halle. That song could be important. Give it a listen as well. Any songs that come through in your reading could have extra messages for you. So just always give them a listen if you feel called to do that. Here we have illusions, fake illusions, fake illusions. Look at this. The moon coming through again. They're seeing things that aren't there. Could be energy. Or feeling things that aren't there. It could be giving a little bit of delusion as well with this card. Or, you know. Oh, boy. Let me get one more card. Who is this person? Please, Spirit, who's watching from the shadows. Fake and illusions. Ciao. This person will be making up stuff in their head. And the last card, we have blocks and obstacles. We're not surprised. So, yeah, there are blocks and obstacles in this connection. All that. We'll put it there for the glare. So, let's get into anything else. Confessions of a Soulmate. Let's see what they have to say. I figured that was my place, but your power shone brighter than any I've known. So there could be something here about them being drawn to your power as well. Or maybe like a part of your power is what kind of helped them wake up spiritually and do some healing, because they are doing some healing. And this death card is, or where it used to be right here, the death card is coming through to say that this person is at the end of their transformation. So they could be turning into a butterfly, which you now are. Before, they were the caterpillar, you were the butterfly. Okay? That song's also coming through, Dos Oruguitas from Encanto, which is a song about two caterpillars having to eventually go their separate ways to become butterflies. It's like every person, every caterpillar having their own path to take. You know, you can't always change together. Some caterpillars go under chrysalis before others and come out a butterfly, and they still can't be friends with the caterpillar. They have to leave. So that could be energy coming through here. You guys were two caterpillars. You kind of transformed first and became the butterfly. They stayed a caterpillar. And then they have to go through their chrysalis moment, and that's what they're doing now. Now you guys are both butterflies. Maybe you can come back together and something can make, you know, make something shake. It's coming through. Please. Don't fall, please, Father. Okay. Here we have strive. I have grown up, look, since our last encounter. I have been working on myself to be the better version whom you can feel proud of. Confirmation. Dos Oruguitas, Encanto, give it a listen. Here we have protected. I will always protect you, my love, even when we are not together. Hold up. I will always protect you, my love, even... Yeah, these are all over the place, even when we aren't together, or even though we are not together at this time, okay? My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you and the love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross. Look at that. That's what I was also saying before. They're coming through with someone who's more withdrawn and not really looking for anything because they're only thinking of you, you know? Here we have expectations. I want to be all that you want me to be. I don't want to disappoint you. I know you have a lot of expectations from me, and I'm trying to stand for that. Interesting. But at times, I feel so far away from that, and I am afraid to let you down or disappoint you. Very interesting. And then we had a card that fell, right? No? I feel like a card fell. Maybe, no? Was it this? No, but it's over, so you might as well take it. Here we have need you. You are so nurturing, magnetic, passionate, queen in my life. Your light shines bright. I'm saying that through me in my darkness. You feel like home to me, and I will always feel very happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you, my love, for always sending me healing energy and love. I need you and your energy even more now. Blocked. Let me stop. Blocked. Blickety block, block, blue, blocked. Anyway, there was no other card that flew over. No. At the bottom of the deck, we have a surprise, though. So this person could end up surprising you. Get ready to receive something special soon that expresses how I feel about you. The gift could come in any form in the physical or spiritual realms, and it will bring us closer. The romantic gesture, 3D communication, or telepathic communication is on its way to you. Okay, so take that out. Okay, before this reading gets any longer, we'll get some cards from this final deck, and I'll leave you guys and send you on your way. Shuffling is so satisfying. I could just do it all day. Oh my goodness. Captain America could be important for some of you. I could do this all day. Okay. Please spare any final messages for this person. What's going to happen with this secret admirer, this yearner? Men still yearn? Really? I'm surprised. Okay, final messages, please, Spirit. Final messages for my collective. Here we have independence. You are cultivating a strong sense of independence, no longer relying on others to define your happiness or success. Look at that. That can be significant to you, this person or you, okay? They're finding independence. You could have found independence from them. If that heater don't shut the heck up. Don't piss me off. Shucks. Okay, what? We have collaboration. Collaboration with colleagues or business partners is going smoothly. Mutual respect and teamwork are producing excellent results. You could end up collaborating with this person, depending on how you know them and if they even come forward, child. Here we have breakthrough. That's my sign they will come forward. Interesting. A major career breakthrough is on the horizon. The period of stagnation is ending, and new opportunities and achievements are coming. You can work with this person. One more card, please, Spirit. What's coming from this? What's going on? What comes after? All that good stuff. One more card. One more card. Ooh, two more. Don't piss me off. We have challenges. You are facing challenges that are helping you grow stronger. Overcoming these obstacles will lead to significant personal rewards. This is your person, for sure. They're learning about independence, collaboration. They're overcoming challenges. And then we have wealth. Wealth is not just about money. It represents abundance in all areas of life. You are in a phase of prosperity and contentment. This person they could have been focusing on wealth. And now that their wealth is in order, now they could be ready. You know, it's kind of giving me how certain men say people say certain men are not going to settle down and get married. And so they feel like they're in a good enough financial position. And then when they are, they're going to want that person to settle down with. Maybe this person is finally in that period of their life, and now they can see where they went wrong and what they're gonna have to do and how they're gonna do it in order to maybe get you back. Okay, I'm getting annoyed by this heater. That's what I have for you guys. You know, this is kind of like you in the back of their mind, that just constant whistle that won't leave them alone. Maybe whistling could be important, heat could be important, whatever. That could be a part of the connection or their life, or, you know, maybe this person could be sending you, you know, grown folk energy. That would make a lot of sense as well. But I will leave your reading here, though. Whoever this person is, good luck. If it resonated, this reading, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. Okay, if you ever want to book a reading, right? But if you want to join the memberships, you can also find that link in the description box below, right above the timestamps, as always, you know. And yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. Today, we're going to be getting into why you want to fall. Don't start. Who's secretly watching you yearning from the shadows? Okay, so I wanted to use my Who Is It Oracle deck once again. And I'm like, what kind of reading can we do to kind of get to the bottom of who someone is? And since we already did a Who Wants to Be Your Valentine, we're going to be doing Who's Secretly Yearning, Watching You from the Shadows, okay? So let's get right into it. Okay. This person's not wasting no time. They may make their presence known very soon. Okay, I'm hearing shortly. This person could be like very proper, you know? Like, I'm going to make my presence known promptly or shortly, right? Instead of soon. There's someone who likes to use big words. An academic. I wanted to say aristocrat as well. Okay. This person could have grown up in a well-to-do family, that kind of energy, or they have like worked hard, worked their way up the ladder, and now there's someone who has means. Okay, so this deck has like a bunch of characteristics, races, markings, eye colors, hair colors, man, woman kind of energy, so we can kind of get more specific about who this person is. So please, Spirit, who is secretly watching my group 2's yearning from the shadows? This could also be someone who is obsessed with you. So I meant to say obsessed with you as well. Here we have light skin. So this person could be light skinned. They light skin black. They're white, but they light skin. This isn't very specific when it says light skin, but there you go. Here we have short hair. I just heard a mullet as well. This person could have a mullet. We have muscular. Interesting. Is this an 8-pack? Let me stop. This person could really like be in love with themselves. They like how they look. They work hard for it. So with light skin, short hair, and muscular, this is giving a guy. Okay, so far, women can have short hair as well, because of course in the card, a woman has short hair. But from what I'm seeing so far, we'll get more characteristics. Okay. A muscular man, eh? What kind of muscular man y'all got? Whose attention? What kind of muscular man attention y'all got? This could be someone you see at the gym, is what I'm getting. Like someone who's like lurking. Because the gym is like so big and so vast. Sometimes you don't really know who's watching you, who all is watching you. You could make eye contact with someone once, and 3 other people could be watching you. By the time you look their way, they're not looking at you anymore. So you know, you don't really have that good of a vantage point to see who the heck is looking at you in the gym or anywhere really. If you're outside at the store, you only see who you see. I wanted to see you only see who sees you. You don't, because this person is like obviously lurking in the shadows, right? But anyway, this person could have a tooth gap. Okay. And we have a beard. I haven't gotten this one yet. How exciting. A beard? Oh, this person's giving me someone who's like very jovial. Whenever I see someone who has like a beard and a tooth gap, and like they're always like a jolly old soul. You know? We have brown eyes. I'm the grumpy old troll who lives under the bridge. I don't know if that's coming through. When I say jolly old soul, I guess it reminded me of that song. This person could be grumpy as well. You never know. Okay, please, Spirit, continue to clarify who this person is. Markers that my group 2s can know for who this person could be. We have straight hair. Straight hair. Stay still. Shucks. This person could give lumberjack vibes. Here we have tall. Okay. Lumberjack, a tall lumberjack. Yup. You know who this is reminding me of? He doesn't have a gap tooth, but his name is like, he's like known for cutting wood on social media. You know, thirst trapping folks. Like I know his name, but it's not coming through. But he's reminding me of that guy on social media. He loves cutting wood, child. He thirst traps women with that. Here we have a baby face. Oh, a baby face. We have mature. We have a baby face for mature. This person could be mature when they have a baby face. Oh, this is interesting. I like these cards a lot, actually. Okay, please, Spirit. Here we have red lips. Interesting. You can have red lips. Don't even think about it. True. And tribal. Okay. I don't know what they meant by tribal in this deck. I'm like, maybe they wear like, you know, specific patterns. Maybe what I'm getting from that specifically is like someone who comes from a specific background where they have to wear specific kinds of clothing. That could kind of be what's coming through here, you know? Because this guy here is kind of giving me the same thing. He's giving more guru vibes, but I'm looking at him and looking at her, and when I'm thinking about what tribal could mean, it's someone who could have like tribal markings, clothes, tattoos, that kind of thing. Maybe this person is like, they have like tribal tattoos, where they do in some Pacific Island, you know, cultures, right? At the bottom of the deck, we have black hair. So this person could have black hair. This is the only kind of color hair we got. So they can have black hair, brown eyes, they're light skin, straight hair. Interesting. They could be tall with a baby face. They have red lips, right? Okay. Let's cut the deck again. And here we have glasses. This person could wear glasses. Anything else? And vibrant apparel. Okay. So that's what we have for y'all. I guess we can put that over there to come back to. But this is who your person could be. These are markers, indicators for you to figure out who they could be, right? Especially if they're watching from the shadows. You want specific physical markers to figure out who this person is. I'm going to have fun with this deck. Just know that. Okay, we're not getting any race coming through, though. That's the one thing we didn't really get with this. But we got other stuff. This person could be like cultural, tribal with it. What does that sound? Like, is someone trying to call a dog or something? I wouldn't be able to hear it then, right? If it's a dog whistle, please. This person could be a low down dirty dog. Let me stop. That's like a dog whistle being the first thing to come to mind. Has to have some significance. This person could have a dog, you know? That could be another indicator for who this person is. The person you always see walking by you on the street, walking their dog, just happens to be the same time you walking your dog every time. They just want to see you, okay? Okay, let's get into who this person could be, though. Get into the tarot cards. And I love how this guy has a beard in the card. This person could have a gray beard, you know? Especially if they're coming through with someone who's mature. So for some of you, this person's a baby. The baby face, right? Others of you, this person's mature. Either way, it's giving muscular, tribal. Let me stop. So please, Spirit, who is this person who's lurking in the shadows, secretly watching my group 2's yearning for them? I love that there are people out there that still yearn. I need that kind of energy in my life. So I had to add that word. I could have just kept it at who's secretly watching you, but no, who's yearning for you while they're secretly watching you. That ups the ante, you know? Very quiet. Not really giving us anything. Please, Spirit, give us some energy for my group 2s. Who's secretly watching them, yearning from the shadows? Ooh. Why am I hearing that song? I see you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Want you that na-na-na, girl, me alive. Oh, you can come my crib and just kick it like Tybo. Na-na-na-na, me over. Look back and watch me smack that all on the floor. Smack that and give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. This person could be a little bit of a disciplinarian. That's to smack your cheeks, okay? The lower ones, right. I mean, the ones on your face as well, if you're into that. Anyway, this is someone who is secretly watching you. That those could be some of their fantasies, okay? But that song was definitely coming through. You have the 3 of Swords. This could be someone who just got out of a relationship. I'm getting that vibe. I don't know why, but that's coming through. For others of you, someone who you've experienced some heartbreak with, or who's just heartbroken right now. They're a little sad. And then we have the Queen of Wands. They're sad because they can't have you. Oh, I just heard if I can't have her, nobody can. You don't like that. This is someone who you broke up with for sure, especially with that energy of if I can't have her, nobody else can. Be careful with this person. I don't like that right there. Okay, no wonder they're so quiet because they're plotting things. Don't do that. Here we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they don't like that you were taken away from them. You were taken off the table. You're no longer an option for them. Very interesting person. This person could have a lot of options in love, but they want you is what's coming through here, you know? Because they're coming through with someone who's muscular, they have a beard. That's usually something women like, right? They're tall. You know, people who are tall immediately have more options than guys, or even, you know, who aren't as tall, right? So we have someone who's coming through who's giving conventionally attractive in some kind of way, muscular, tall, you know, beard, mature, right? And it's kind of like they want the energy you bring to the function. They don't want anyone else. So they have options, but they just want you. Interesting. All I want is you, sugar. Now that you're gone, 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 gone. Exactly. Yo, the songs really be pulling through, Spirit. I appreciate y'all for real. Like, this is the one upside, just always listening to music. That's all. That's like the only way I can channel, but that's like the main way. I'm like, why is this song coming through? And then it has something to do with the reading, child. It's either that or social media references or movies or something, a television show, right? I love it here. Anyway, yes, all I want is you, not that you're gone. So you broke up with this person for show. Yeah, because we have the Chariot card and we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. You kind of left the vibe that I'm getting here. You kind of did the Irish goodbye, you know? Maybe you left in the middle of the night and didn't say goodbye. And they're kind of like, where did you go? Maybe this person is getting a little bit obsessive. That's why you left. Interesting. Give me a second, because why the cards acting like that? Yo, y'all see what's going on here, girl? Turn it over. Yeah, this person has themselves all scrambled, upside down, down and around. This person could be bad with directions. I'm hearing this person could suffer from vertigo. You know, feeling dizzy. They can be afraid of heights. Interesting. This person could get the how's the weather up there a lot, and they don't like that either. That's something that's very, very, very specific. You have the Chariot actually coming out. It was showing up. You left. You walked away, and this person's chasing you down. Interesting. There's someone who knows what they want, honestly. You like that, but not if you don't want it back and you don't want them. You know what I mean? Consent is sexy, guys. Thank you. But, yeah. What else is coming through? They miss the intimacy with you, because every time I see this Queen of Wands, and you see how I'm just touching the cards and won't stop touching them, this person misses touching you as well. But the way the Queen of Wands is holding the wands, and look, we have the King of Cups here. Yeah, they're deep in their feelings for you, but the way she's like holding the wand is like someone who knows their way around a man's body, whatever your orientation is, or you know, your gender, it doesn't really matter. You know your way around a man's body, and they like that, because even the way she's holding the sword, and even the wand, and even in the wand, it looks kind of phallic. You know what I mean? So someone who knows their way around wand. And then we have the Chariot. This is someone who's quite ambitious. Like I said, they're chasing after you for sure. It's like they made up their mind and they know what they want. Ew, I just heard they don't take no for an answer. I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't come out reading with your bullishery. Okay? Here we have Strength. Interesting. I'm hearing Spider Pig. This person could have this person could have ADHD for real, because I just can't focus on one topic for real. They just may have attention issues. Not everything's ADHD. Let me not just be throwing that word around. Okay. But yeah, they have attention span issues, things like that. They can't concentrate on one thing. You know what I mean? This person could definitely have like a lot of energy, and that's why they need the gym and things like that. Okay. Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Chariot card and the Strength card in reverse. Who is this person, please? It's lurking from the shadows. Someone who's trying to be a little bit more vulnerable. I feel like if you were to give them a chance, if you know who this person is, they would be more vulnerable and open. That could have been a problem for them in the past. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah. I don't know. This person likes control. They like structure. They like rules and regulations and telling people what to do. They like stuff like that. Order in the court is what I just heard. This person likes order, especially if they're giving someone who's mature. They could be used to a certain kind of lifestyle, living, you know, getting their way all the time. And maybe because you're kind of giving a little bit bratty to their King of Pentacles. Like, this is an interesting pair if we're like talking about it in counterparts. For example, you know, if we're talking about it for counterparts, we have the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands would be the brat. She would be the person who's like a little bratty, very spoiled. He gives her whatever she wants, and she uses him and plays him like a fiddle, right? This dynamic is so freaking cute. That could have been a thing that's coming through here. You're kind of like the teasing, younger, you know, temptation kind of energy if they're older. And they're just like, I miss that energy that only you could bring, you know? And for some reason, I'm kind of getting like this, like a little bit of a taboo to this connection where, for example, they're into specific kind of kinks, you know? And that you don't meet people who like the same things as you every dynasty. Let me stop. I'm done. This person, yeah, they like to make jokes or like distract from the main problem, or just because I can't seem to concentrate or get a hold on this person's energy. Like, please. They can be a bit of a chameleon in that kind of way. They're slippery. But anyway, you don't meet people who like the same things you like in the bedroom or just in lifestyle wise. And the King of Pentacles is someone who's very particular, very specific about the things he likes, the things he eats, what time he goes to bed, like, you know. And if you're the kind of person who maybe came in and changed that or added to that and gave him some kind of structure or someone to kind of boss around, you know what I mean? It's giving me how most people, like, who have no power at work want to go home and have power in the house. So, you know, or most people who have too many responsibilities sometimes just want to let loose and not be the one that's in charge. This person's giving me the opposite of that. They're giving me the person who doesn't really have that much power other places, or they could and they still want power in the house. You know, I keep hearing order in the court. This person could be a judge or a lawyer for whatever reason, or they're always in court. But who could be in the court other than the lawyers and the judges? This person could be a criminal. Let me stop. This person could just like walking in and being a viewer, a witness to certain rulings in the court, if that's even allowed. I don't know much about that kind of stuff, child. But I know maybe some people are able to just come in and watch public court casing and rulings. You know, they could like that kind of stuff. They could like law shows. They could like Law and Order. This person could be a police officer as well because they like so much order. People who like order in their life tend to like find jobs or relationships that can give them what they want, and this person's kind of giving me that. They kind of know what they want. You gave them a little slither, a little slice of what they wanted, you know, and they don't want to let that go because it's hard for them to find that. Okay, interesting person, which is why they're like chasing behind you now that you're leaving, because they're kind of like, nope. Where do you think you're going? You got to be quicker than that. So if you did break up with this person, you understand or you resonate with who this person is coming through as someone you broke up with, right? It's definitely giving that they are not in denial, but in denial. They don't want to accept that it's over because they don't think it's not over in their head, if that makes any kind of sense. Which is why I kept getting that obsessive kind of energy in the beginning. Exactly. Okay, so let's keep going. Please, who is this person? Page of Swords. Not the best communicator. They have a long way to go when it comes to communicating, especially if you were in a dynamic where they let out this. I can't talk, please. Especially if you were in a dynamic where they made all the rules, okay? They're still learning how to use their sword for good, their words for good. Or like, you know, compromise with people, especially because they're coming through with someone who's so like full on. With the Queen of Wands, if that's their energy or yours, it doesn't matter. The Queen of Wands could be the feminine energy and the connection, and then the Chariot card and the Strength card and the King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords is more so them, you know? But the Queen of Wands, like I said, is a spoiled kind of energy, and if this person's coming through as spoiled, then it makes sense with the Tower, clarifying the Seven of Cups. And I think I was saying something about them not wanting to let you go, you know, and not being their choice. Because here we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is an energy of trying to get out of your head and lessen your anxiety, lower your anxiety, or your worrying thoughts, trying to sleep at night, you know, so someone who doesn't really sleep well at night. And then here we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting, because the thing they were putting so much time and effort into was kind of taken away from them. And they're kind of like, what do I do now? Where do I go from here? You know? And then we have the Five of Swords in reverse, just trying to mend fences. They're trying to find some kind of compromise now after you've gone. This is so interesting. This person is quite interesting, if I do say so myself. Here we have the King of Cups. This one to come out earlier, so I'm glad it came back out. Okay, can I get one more card, please, for who this person is before we start clarifying with the Oracle cards? Who is this person, please, Spirit, that is secretly watching / yearning for my group twos from the shadows? Nope. One more card. Who is this person? This person could be a Leo. King of Pentacles kind of gives me Taurus. King of Cups is Scorpio. And this is like a very... Scorpio is quite fitting. The King of Cups is someone who tries to hide his emotions. He's quite good at it, but, you know, there are certain times where he just has to say what he has to say. And this being clarified, or the King of Cups clarifying the Chariot card is definitely telling me someone who's going to be more forthcoming with their feelings or wants to be, you know? One more card. Don't be difficult now. Just one more. We have the Queen of Swords. Yes. They want to be open and vulnerable because we have the Strength card in reverse, which represents inner strength and being more vulnerable. Instead of always being strong and everything is okay, you're allowing someone to be there for you. So maybe this person has scars or wounds that only you know how to tend to or deal with, and they kind of want to be soft and open for you. Or they have scars, just period, and they kind of want to show you their tummy. The way, you know, when animals feel safe with you, they show you the most softest, vulnerable side to them, right? Their underbelly, right? Especially a lion. Like, if a lion is sitting there playing house with you and like being all cutesy and showing you its stomach, that's a full-blown predator right there. They can rip you limb from limb. So if they're sitting there being nice and playing around with you, that's like something like a marvel. Because what do you mean this tiger is sitting there being playful with you? Who does that? A predator? You know, folding for the prey? You know. So it's kind of giving that. This person wants to be, you know, not strong, but, you know, they want to be strong enough to tell you how they really feel, right? And that could just mean in general, if you've never met this person day in your life and they're just there on the cut, you know? I'm hearing like, knows like, you know, real recognize real is what I'm hearing as well. So it's kind of like this person could know on the low or deep down that you like the same things as them, or you would be a great fit for them. You guys would be very compatible. However the case may be, for how they know this, I don't know. But it's coming through as that. They know they're going to be able to be, you know, a little weak. And this person could be the kind of person who has power everywhere else, but they kind of want to be a little puppy dog with their woman or their man or person, right? And if you can be that for them, which they kind of figure you can, they kind of want that, right? They're a big, strong man everywhere else, the businessman in the boardroom, you know, but then they want to just be snuggled and taken care of and petted and all that kind of stuff, and the hizzy. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting here for this person. That's who they are. I don't know how you may know this person, who they is to you, but those are the cards that are coming through for who this person is. The Queen of Swords is Libra energy. King of Cups is Scorpio. Strength is Leo. Chariot is Cancer. Queen of Wands is, I think it's also another Leo kind of energy. Even though the King of Wands is Leo as well. So, fire energy coming through, period. Either way. The Tower. I do believe the Tower is Neptune. Is it Neptune or Pluto energy? I'm trying to remember. Or maybe it's Uranus, so that's like Aquarius vibes, maybe. I'll be forgetting what the Tower is. It ain't good. That's all I know, right? I'm hearing a fall from grace. This person could have had a fall from grace. It doesn't have to be in the relationship, really. It could be like the public eye or at work or in the circle where you may know this person. They've recently experienced like a fall from grace, you know? Interesting. And maybe in your time apart, if you know who this person is, they've experienced a fall from grace and they kind of want to come lick their wounds with you. Because before they could be very vulnerable and cutesy with you and, you know, like more, not submissive maybe, but like let their guard down is a better way to say it, I guess we can say. and they were able to do that with you. Now that you're gone, they can't do that anymore, you know? Interesting. Okay, let's get some oracle cards from this oracle. Where is she at? Over here. To see what else you can figure out about who this person is. So someone who's gone through a heartbreak, they're not really feeling the best if you don't know them. For others of you, if you do know them and this person sounds familiar, then it's someone who you kind of left behind in your past. But these next few cards will kind of give you more clarity. This is like a very big personality. Like I said, they have like a lot of power, or their personality is like very strong. They like people listening to them, and you may not be the person that listens to them. They kind of like that as well. It's kind of giving me a celebrity who like falls in love with like a non-celebrity because the non-celebrity holds them accountable. You know, that's the kind of energy coming through. So let's see what else is coming through for who this person is, who's yearning for you, who's secretly watching you from the shadows at night. Please, Spirit. Look, the cards are shuffling so ghetto today. For your reading, I should say. Yeah, this person I just heard is beside themselves. Who is this? Let me know in the comments. I'm nosy. We have passion, desire, fantasy. Interesting. So this is kind of giving me they have passion for you, but you may have never met them, you know? They're just, this all in their head. They think that you will be a good match for them, which is why they're kind of yearning for you. But they really haven't said anything. You maybe haven't even explored anything, but with the Chariot card coming through and the King of Cups, I do believe this person will make their intentions known. I feel like I'm getting a big, strong vibe. Here we have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. That's that King of Pentacles energy coming through. This person got 2 kings. We like that. And the most stable of the kings, I would say. King of Pentacles about their money, about their bag. They have their own house. You know, everything is in order. Then we have the King of Cups, someone who's like trying to nourish their emotional self right now. Capricorn. Very responsible person. Business savvy. Who's this person that's watching my group twos from the shadows? A new beginning, spring. So yeah, this could be someone you never met before. Or a new beginning could be coming in spring with this person if you do know them already, you know? Remember to take what resonates for you. I see you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. And I love how the Queen of Wands came out for you. Now we have this passion, desire, fantasy energy. We have fake, we have illusion. See, this could be my... Yeah, this is all on their head for some of you, child. Take what resonates, please, and thank you. It's really important in general readings where I'm trying to grapple and figure out whose story is what, okay? So if everything is not resonating, that's fine. It's a general reading, okay? If everything is resonating, that's beautiful. That's amazing for you. But fake illusions, this person could have like a, I don't know, like a distorted sense of self, or how they are is not how they see themselves. How the rest of the world sees them is not how they see themselves, is kind of what I'm getting. So everyone can see them as very powerful, well put together, very attractive, very sexy. You know what I mean? A good catch, but in their mind, they're not. You know? Interesting. This is very interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay. So here we have eyes mesmerized. Yeah, this person's like just watching you and they're quite mesmerized. For a lot of you, this is like really giving secret admirer where you don't know who they are. And you may just see them in like everyday life and not know they're like harboring a whole crush, borderline obsessed with you, you know? It's like whenever they're around you, they kind of feel like they're falling from a building or something, you know? That uncontrollable feeling of like falling for someone. Okay. That could be new for them. Eyes mesmerized is a beautiful card, honestly. They're mesmerized by your eyes. I love it. Here we have anger, arguments, conflict. For others of you, this could be someone who you've been having arguments with, child. Like I said, take what resonates. This person does give me someone who will very much argue with you. If they think you're wrong, they will very much argue with you. They're hard-headed with that page, King of Pentacles coming through. Who is this person watching from the shadows? This could also be for others of you, someone who you like argued with, bantered back and forth in public or somewhere before. Could be another energy coming through. Because if you are coming through as someone that they're passionate about or feel passionate feelings towards, I do believe they will be the type to definitely go back and forth with you, and vice versa, right? The cards are being very quiet. One by one, child. We have I need space, overwhelmed, boundaries, and retreat. This could be someone you're talking to right now who just needs a little bit of space as well. We have toxic behavior. Ooh. Control, manipulation, obsession. That was kind of coming through, so I'll take it. Then we have I can't let go, attachment, obsession, holding on. This was kind of coming through, so I will take it. And then we have frozen out in the cold, winter. It is winter right now, and also this aligns with I can't let go, control, manipulation, obsession. Then we have obsession coming through twice. Okay, out in the cold, someone you kind of broke up with and left. And then we have new love, reconciliation. Ooh, either or, both. You could have two people watching you, honestly, because we had a few different archetypes coming through. We had a King of Pentacles, okay, which would be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That came through right there. Then we had a King of Cups coming through, which is Scorpio or the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Boom. Then we had a Queen of Wands coming through, which is a fire sign or a Leo or Sag or Aries. Then we had a Chariot energy coming through. This is very interesting. Then we had a Queen of Swords. There could be a lot of people watching you. A lot of people. We have new love, reconciliation, and then we have good news. Luck is on your side. And then we have blocks and obstacles. And then we have heartbroken. So this is going to be different for everyone. Oh boy, this is very interesting. You could be dealing with a man child as well. Because whenever I say that, I always think of, oh boy, man child. You know that song? Then we have celebration and dating. So for some of you, this is someone you're just getting to know and they're obsessed with you, right? This is someone new. They're mesmerized by you. They're like, I can't believe I get to be with this person all the time. You know what I mean? Falling in love, Tower energy. It's kind of like I'm obsessed, okay? I'm in love. I'm obsessed. And for others of you, because we have this passion, desire, fantasy. This could be something really new. And they're like fantasizing all the things they could do with you. Love staring into your eyes. All that good, gushy stuff. Others of you, though, this could be other person who has been exhibiting toxic behavior and you always arguing with them and conflict and they can't let go. And in their mind, they're still going to be able to be with you, which is fake and illusions. And then we have someone who you froze out in the cold. Okay, two different people coming through. Take what resonates. One of them, though, is a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. But there are new beginnings, or you have been experiencing some new beginnings already. This could be someone who this is like a lot about what happened in their past, you know? Anger, arguments, conflict, things they had to deal with in their past. And now they're trying to find some semblance of peace with you now, okay? But maybe some of them are holding on to the past, that attachment with the obsession and the arguing and the, you know, stuff like that. Not being able to let things go because we have heartbroken, grief, shock, emotional pain. They're still healing. And like I was saying earlier, they can only experience this, you know, softness with you. So that's something they're kind of prioritizing. And it could be borderline obsessive or unhealthy. But thankfully, luck is on your side and good news will be coming if you are not like talking to them currently. Because we have all these cute little energies coming through here. Now let us see what else we can get. We're going to see what this person would say to you. Okay, please, Spirit, what will this person say to my group twos? It says communication. They want to talk. Yeah, I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I will be waiting to hear back from you. So someone's reaching out. Like I said, this person's not going to stand idly by while the best thing that ever happened to them, i.e. you, like slips away. They're going to fight for whatever this is. You have I miss you. Aw. Your eyes, your smile, your voice, your scent, your touch. I am missing everything. Remember how we have connected physically over our lifetimes together. My love for you is boundless and unconditional. I miss you being next to me. Wherever I go, I search for you everywhere. Oh my. We have inspiration. This person is so sweet. Oh, inspiration, such a cute energy. There is no one else who inspires me the way you do. I am so proud of you, your achievements and your gifts. Your love really gives me strength and the courage to strive for more out of life. Oh, so little. Okay, what else is coming through? Please, Spirit, what will this person say? What would they say to my group twos? Juicy. Surprise! Get ready to receive something special soon that expresses how I feel about you. The gift could come in any form in the physical or spiritual realms, and it will bring us closer. The romantic gesture, 3D communication, or telepathic communication is on its way to you. So we have communication coming through Hawaii. Okay, and then we have expectation. I want to be all that you want me to be. I don't want to disappoint you. I know you have a lot of expectations from me, and I am trying to stand for that. But at times I feel so far away from that, and I am afraid to let you down and disappoint you. Oh, my heart. One more. Just because I'm nosy. What would this person say to them, please? Spirit for my group twos. What will their person say to them? Okay, we have strive. It says, I have grown up since our last encounter. I have been working on myself to be the better person whom you can feel proud of. Boom. And then some final messages from this deck really quickly. What deck is this? I forget. Oh, that shuffle's so nice. Oh, I love a good deck that knows how to shuffle properly. There's no feeling quite like it. Okay. Anything else we need to know about this connection? What's to come? What's going to happen? All that good stuff. Here we have a transparency. A lack of transparency is leading to distrust and miscommunication. More honesty and openness are needed to restore balance. And that's kind of what's coming through. This person's going to reach out and have, you know, like a heart-to-heart, you know? Here we have expectations. You hold high hopes and positive expectations for love. You are ready to embrace new emotional experiences with an open heart. And that's kind of what this person is saying. You inspire them to strive to be a better person. So when they do reach out, they can say, hey, I'm not the same person that I was, right? I've grown since then. Here we have support. Friends, family, or colleagues are offering you unconditional support, helping you through challenges and making you feel loved. It says leadership challenges may be causing you to feel overwhelmed or uncertain about managing your teams or projects effectively. This person could be being bombarded by responsibility right now. They're kind of like, I just want someone to, like, you know, maybe be in that maybe subspace with, or not so on my guard, or not always telling them what to do, or always being in this boss leadership energy. They want someone to just be breathe with, you know? Breathe. Just breathe. That song was playing earlier when we were at work. No, breathe, just breathe. So this person just needs someone to breathe with and be with, right? Instead of someone always looking to them for a solution, or to fix a problem, or for some money, or for something. This person could potentially like be a father or have kids, and they're always like, or a mother, sorry. And they're always like trying to, you know, figure out solutions. What are we eating for dinner? Where are we going next? How to get the kids what they want, you know? And sometimes when you have a partner there, whether that's the mother of your kids or the father of your kids or the person you're raising those kids with or have those kids with, it's nice to have someone who doesn't really always want you for something, who just likes you for you, and is not like using you or, you know, being there for what you could give them, you know? So maybe this person is a king of pentacles, but you allow them to be a king of cups, right? But here we have sacrifice. You are willing to make sacrifices for love, putting aside your own needs to support the growth of the relationship. Interesante. That could be something this person likes about you, right? Or that could be something that they're willing to give up something or sacrifice something to be with you. At the bottom of the deck, we have breakthrough. A major career breakthrough is on the horizon. The period of stagnation is ending and new opportunities and achievements are coming. So there will be a breakthrough. There will be some kind of communication, whether you take them back or not, whether you talk to them or not. That is completely up to you, but know they will be reaching out. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here. This person could want to be with you because you're willing to sacrifice all these things, or that's them being willing to sacrifice all those things. It just depends how it resonates for you. But like I said, if they are someone who's a parent and have like a lot of responsibilities and they have to figure out what's happening for dinner and lunch and who's gonna go to this practice and karate and soccer, and then they come to you and you like prioritize their needs in a way that's not being met by the people around them, then of course they're gonna wanna, chase you around like a puppy dog, right? But like I said, all of this is just energy right now. Doesn't have to be someone you take back. You make the decision here, not spirit, not me. Okay? Not me, not mine, you, right? Okay, like Ron said. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. Hype the video as well if it helped you or was particularly helpful or enjoyable for you. If you want to book a reading with me, you can always do so using my email in the description box below. If you want to join the memberships on the channel, you can always do that using the link right above the timestamps below. If you are ever feeling generous, you want to leave a tippy tip for me or the channel, that's also in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today, as always. So, I just got a new Who Is It Oracle, as I'm sure you've seen in my last video, and I'm trying to find any reason to use it. So, today we're doing a Who video. And by who, I mean who's secretly watching you, yearning for you from the shadows, okay? Someone who you either know, you never met before, you have been with before, you're gonna meet soon, who's yearning for you, So let's get right into it. I love a good who done it, who is it kind of energy. And speaking of who done it, have you guys seen the new Knives Out like movie on Netflix? I've been meaning to watch it. I might watch it tonight. Like I wouldn't call it a novella. I wouldn't even know what that would be in the movie verse, like a saga or something. But we have the original Knives Out movie, which came out in theaters with Chris Evans and all the people in it, Anna de Armas, right? They're trying to figure out who unalived the grandfather. And then, see, this could be a whodunit. You probably don't know who this person is. I don't know why I'm going on a tangent about this movie, Jesus. But on Netflix, I believe it was, or even in theaters, they came out with a second one with like Janelle Monáe and a few other people in it, and that one was really good. I've seen both at this point, and then I saw they released a new one straight to Netflix, not even put it in the movie theaters, and I'm like, you know what, I might just watch that tonight. But this could definitely be giving a who is it kind of energy. You really don't know who this person is at all. That could be a big energy, but we'll see. So please, Spirit, who is this person? This oracle has like a bunch of physical features. We have brown eyes. So it can kind of give you a little bit of a hint of who this person could be. I'm hearing brown eyes. There's a few songs coming through. Give me a second. I didn't know you'd have brown eyes, like to pray to Jesus. Spend your Friday nights at home. Didn't know you'd be the strong guy. Weaker than a landmine, lover with a heart of gold. And you're everything that I'm not, everything that I want. There's a God and baby, you're proof in those brown eyes. I know that I'd find a better me for you. That song's coming through. And then I'm also hearing Brown Eyes by, is it Beyonce or Destiny Child? One of it. His brown eyes tell us so. Those two songs are coming through. I'm like, let me pause a little bit. So this person has brown eyes, okay? And you could like their brown eyes or their very soulful brown eyes. Here we have a woman. Ooh, the first time we got a woman, we got man for everything. So this could be a woman and you love their brown eyes, they love their brown eyes, something like that, okay? What else is coming through? Who is watching them from the shadows? Who's lurking on my group threes? Here we have white clothing. Interesting. This person could wear white a lot. And I love how we have brown eyes coming through, and so far all the cards have brown eyes. Not many came out, but you know. Here you have a practitioner, so a spiritual person. Okay, I'm also hearing shaman. That could definitely be this person's vibe. Here we have a mole. Look, also brown eyes. This person could have a mole. I love seeing what comes out in these cards, because please, tell me all the tea, please. I need to do this for what my next man gonna look like. Shit. My future spouse. That would be a great, you know what? Write that down, write that down. You could definitely be someone who's like, that you inspire people. We have blonde. Interesting. This person could be blonde. They don't have to be a natural blonde, because this girl's roots are kind of looking brown, if you ask me. But yeah, this person could have blonde hair right now. Please, who is this person that's watching them on the low, secretly yearning for them? That song is coming through again. I remember, I didn't say it, who sung it. It's Max McNown, and it's called Better Me For You, parentheses, brown eyes. So that song, one of my favorite songs right now. Here we have round face. This person can have a round face. I'll move these cards up. Is there a ghost in here? Because why are the cards moving by themselves? That's crazy. Yeah, I know y'all saw that. Just to make sure we see everything. Okay, please, Spirit, who is this person? We have a beard. This person could have a beard. Lumberjack vibes. Grown man vibes. Real man. Let me stop. Please don't mind me. I feel like every time I'm on social media, I see a post like only real men can grow beards. Okay, here we have mature, so someone who's mature. We have Asian, so someone who's Asian. Straight hair, this person can have straight hair. We have light skin and a witch. We have practitioner and a witch. What's the difference? I wish they gave like a booklet or something. Like, what's a practitioner? It's kind of giving like, you know, like I said, shaman and stuff like that. But then we have a witch. I mean, I guess they're different. A shaman and a witch aren't the same thing. Heard you. I'm asking stupid questions. Stupid questions get stupid answers. Okay. Light skin, mature. This white clothing is definitely giving me like very flowy. I do feel like a witch would definitely likes flowy clothing. Okay. Asian, witch, and straight hair. Asians are known for having very straight hair. So that tracks. We can have space for one more, or at least 3 more. Please, Spirit, who is this person who's watching them from the shadows? So this person's very good at staying hidden because they're coming through as a practitioner and a witch. So, like I said, you may not know who this person is. You may not know. We have tribal. Yo, all the kind of spiritual cards are kind of coming through. We have like space over here for like maybe 2 more. 1. Who is this person, please, Spirit? 2. Nicely dressed individual. Love that, honestly. And can we get an eye color or something? We got brown eyes. Anything else? We have exaggerated features. Interesting. This person could like wear things that exaggerates their feature. This is a drag queen coming through in the card. That could also be something coming through. We have this person could wear nails too. This person's very big into contour as well. So you can see everything, so I don't have to move the cards. Okay, interesting. So we have all these cards coming through. We have straight hair, brown eyes. So straight hair and brown eyes, a woman. White clothing, practitioner, a mole. They could have a mole. Then we have, this person could be blonde. So for color, hair color, we have only blonde here. This person could have a round face. They're nicely dressed. They could have a beard, light skin. Why did I put this in reverse? Probably because I posted it in the way she was looking at me. You have someone who's mature and is giving like guru here as well. So we definitely have someone who's very spiritual. Okay, let's get into the tarot cards and see who this person is. Get to know a little bit more about them. Then we're going to pull some oracle cards that give us more on how you may know this person, okay? The tarot has been kind of giving me their personality, who they are, how they deal with things, right? It may come through how you may know them, but I'm going to wait for the oracle cards to give us that, okay? So, please, Spirit, can you further clarify who this person is, who's watching them from the shadows, yearning for my group 3s? Who is yearning for them? This person would have a bit of like a stuffy nose right now. We have a Queen of Swords. In reverse, though. Queen of Swords, they're holding something in. This person could definitely be Like, they're hard to read is what I'm getting for sure. This person's very hard to read, which you kind of already got. But the Queen of Swords upright is someone who's quite transparent, very vocal, outspoken. They're going to tell like it is. This person coming through as a Queen of Swords type is the same, but they kind of hold their tongue a lot more than other people with the Queen of Swords energy would. So they can be quite truthful, but they know the truth as well. They're also very spiritual, very discerning, but they don't talk to everyone. This person could definitely be very picky about who they speak to and let into their life. Please, Spirit, what's coming through here? This person could be a doctor. I just looked over in the office and it said Pfizer. And I think it's like a company that does vaccines or something. I don't freaking know. I remember Pfizer was one of the big vaccines during COVID. They were trying to force everybody to take. Can y'all remember those days? They was forcing people to take vaccines. I'll never forgive them for that. I will never. Anyway, I remember I used to be arguing with people about it. I'm like, you don't need the vaccine. You don't need to do that. Or you should have the choice whether you want it or not. You should not be forcing someone to put things in their body that they don't want, especially because they're religious. And then they stopped saying that was a thing. And you have to take it if you wanted to work for livelihood. That's when this started. You know what I mean? Yo, this person's woke. I'm definitely going to give him that. I'm going to tell it like it is right now. Because I'm trying to, find conspiracy theories. Like, that's when the whole control thing started. Telling people they have to get a shot in order to go to work. I understand it was a global pandemic, but that's a little extreme. Even, like, my body is my body. I need some kind of autonomy. Yes, I agree that it was helpful, if it even was, because I remember everybody was saying they were sick from it. And I'm like, a vaccine making you sick? I have thoughts. Everyone may not agree. That's what makes us human. But I will never forgive them for forcing people to take those vaccines in order to work and survive and live. Like, wow. Anyway, this person is that kind of person. I do believe with the Queen of Swords coming out, whether she's in reverse or upright, that's Libra energy. So this person cares a lot about justice and fairness and making decisions and having a choice, okay? We have Eight of Swords. This person could deal with anxiety or overthinking. And that's me literally going on a tangent about a vaccine that happened 5 years ago at this point. Okay, please, Spirit, anything else about who this person is? Very fair. They like to make their own decisions. They could be someone who's very independent. They're very outspoken though, for real, about the things they care about. If they speak to you, it's like a privilege. They don't really speak to everyone. Interesting. I'm getting a notification from Instagram saying someone's trying to log into my Instagram account. That might be from the place I used to work. I never logged out of their Instagram. I might have to do that because all the notifications they get piss me off. Blocked. This person doesn't like socializing. Social settings are very especially if someone who feels a lot and picks up on a lot of different things and they're overthinking. They get overwhelmed really quickly. Here we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. That is that overwhelmed really quickly energy coming through. Not saying they can't deal with it, but they get overwhelmed quite quickly. So they could definitely deal with anxiety. Anxious thoughts. They don't like being in big crowds. Who is this person, please, Spirit? And that would make a lot of sense why they're watching you from the shadows, because they like you as the concept from afar. They don't want or haven't even they haven't even thought about talking to you yet. We have the Magician. Yes, we already established this person is quite magical. This is Gemini and Virgo energy. So Geminis are quite friendly, and I would say Virgos are quite private. So they're kind of like this person is a little bit of both, because the Magician is the embodiment of both those energies, right? It's the Mercury, the Magician, the one who moves fast and does things come to being really quickly. You know what I mean? He knows a lot, communication, very smart, very intelligent, right? Their mind, I'm hearing mind melding, interesting. They're mind focused, so they like to learn things, like to read as well. Here we have the Six of Pentacles. This is that giving back energy that I was talking about. Charity could be important, or helping people could be close to this person's heart. I don't know why my skin is bothering me lately. I swear out lotion and whatever soap they have here at the job just have my skin dry. This person could suffer with dry skin, stuff like that. Because it wasn't really bothering me in group 1 and group 3, but it's bothering me now. We have, relax. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely someone who goes after what they want, though. And they're ruthless with it. The Knight of Swords has his helmet on. He don't care. He don't care what's about to happen. He ready for battle, okay? He's not taking no for an answer. This person is quite stubborn. And they're just outspoken when they're ready. You know, this person can be like quiet on certain instances or most of the time, but then when it comes to something they're passionate about, or injustice, or people not getting what they want, or people being forced to do things, they tend to care a lot about the collective around them, the people around them. Oh boy. This person could also have a stiff back. Because I gotta stretch. I have not been exercising as much as I should. I need to like go for a walk and get my steps in every day. Yeah. Anybody else, or is it just me? Okay. Everything is gooch. I kind of feel like everything is a little bit off kilter. We'll leave it alone before I mess it up. Okay. Please, Spirit, for my group 3s. Who's this person that's watching? They're from the shadows. Not much of this fire. Oh, please, Father. I'm sorry. We have the devil. Don't mind me. I just wish the cards would not fall out the way they do sometimes to mess up everything under it. This person, this has been bothering me more than it has in other groups. This person could definitely be very particular. They're a little bit of a perfectionist coming through, which would make sense to have Virgo and the Magician card or energy coming through. Okay, so we have the devil. So Capricorn makes sense as well. So very controlling person, very controlling individual. I'm hearing they have like a lot of hot takes, a lot of opinions. A stickler for the rules. Yep, the lover is interesting. They're a lover and a fighter. Okay. Please tell your lovers and friends. That Ursher, no, this is definitely crooked. Let me fix it. Which way are we going? That Ursher, John, and Luda had to do it again. Straight. That's good enough for me. We have Gemini coming through, literally. Okay. Someone who's, like I said, they're in their head a lot, but they're also quite decisive. I understand that that's like kind of contradictory, but it makes sense. The 8 of Swords is like victim mentality. It's like holding yourself back from certain things. It's taking a while to like free yourself from change. So it's kind of giving this person could like you, but they're like going through all the possible outcomes in their mind before they do it. And that's taking like 15 years. They'll get back to you in 15 years. Don't worry. They'll get back to you in 15 years after they've assessed every single outcome that could happen and finally chosen the right one that would make them feel comfortable going forward and doing, right? The lover's energy is like, it is about love and soulmates and all that kind of stuff and being brought together by a spirit. That could be energy. This person knows before you do that you're going to be there forever person, and they're kind of like scoping the territory, trying to figure you out first. So like I said, you would have no, like they leave no trace behind. They're giving like a, forensic kind of person. They can watch a lot of, true crime energy, a lot of true crime shows. That could be their energy. Or they're just very good at cleaning up after themselves and not leaving a little trace or iota of DNA behind. So don't mess with this person. They will definitely, that's what I'm definitely getting here for you guys. Oh boy. Where was I going with this? They don't leave anything behind. Their lover, yes, they're watching you. They're watching you, but there's no trace that they're watching you. That's how good they are. I'm like, where are they going with this? Where did I start with this? Why does the phone keep doing that, guys? I'm going to start fighting. Just know that. I'll fight for y'all. I'll do it. This person will fight for you, too. They have, like, a very short leash. They're very impatient. Because I think it's, I keep hitting the tripod and it keeps moving. But I want to make sure everything is straight for y'all. Nope, wrong way. I think that's a tad bit better. Okay. Please, Spirit, who is this person? They are very much a perfectionist for show. Please, Spirit, for my group 3s. We have the Hierophant. I thought it was going to be the Emperor. I was getting that energy with the Devil. The Emperor is also another card in the tarot deck that gives me very controlling, very bossy. And then we have the Chariot in reverse that was somewhere here. Look, I spoke with him and he showed up. The Emperor, what's up, my boy? How you doing? Or whatever. Where's the Chariot? I swear I just saw it. No, that's not it right there. Is this it? Not it. Temperance. I swear I just saw it. Don't matter. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. But the Emperor, he's like, you called, you rang. This person could definitely be magic, because that's crazy how that happened. Okay, please, Spirit. Group 3's person, Judgment in reverse. Yeah. With the Magician here, very interesting. Then we have the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Are they a lover or a fighter? Do they want to fall in love or not? Then we have the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. I don't know if I'm picking all of these. Probably not. But Three of Swords and Ace of Cups is someone who's healing from heartbreak. That could be why they're being so cautious about you or saying anything or waiting or allowing you into their life, you know? Because it's taking a little bit of time, whether you know them or not. It's taking them some time to kind of grapple with the fact that you're going to be their next person. You know, like I said, they may know of you before you know of them. Or they know of you right now, but you haven't met them or they haven't made themselves known quite yet. Okay, just work with me here. I think that works. Work with me here. We all want the same thing. Okay, leave it like that. Oh boy, yeah, this person, I'm trying so hard to not care what the cards look like, and they're like, nope, you're gonna make sure it's right. Okay, this person's definitely like a helicopter parent or helicopter boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, do you have this? Do you have that? Da, 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 da. Did you make sure you're gonna do that? Did you remember to do this? That's them. The Tower in reverse. They are reeling from something. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Saving themselves. This person could be celibate. Not asking for devotion. I just need you to care. Not asking for na-na-na. I just want you to be there. Just cause I'm crying rivers don't mean I'm asking for help. What? I'll save myself. That song was coming through, Save Myself by Vincent. He's like, I'm not asking for devotion. I just need you to care. You know? I'm not asking for all this stuff. I just need you to be there. Just because I'm crying rivers doesn't mean I'm asking for help. I can save myself. Okay, group 3, if you say so. Or group these person. Okay, so all these cards here are definitely giving me someone who is very private. They're very much in their head. The Devil card is also that kind of energy. They let their thoughts and their mind get the best of them sometimes, you know? Especially because it is clarifying the Queen of Swords, and she is someone who's very much in control of her thoughts, I would think. Upright, but it came out in reverse. So sometimes their thoughts get the best of them. They always think of worst case scenario, that kind of energy. Eight of Swords is someone who, like I said, plays victim or doesn't know how to get themselves out of certain situations, you know? And it's not things they cause themselves. It could just be lessons they're meant to learn. And sometimes they kind of get too caught up in the lesson. They're not seeing the forest for the trees. They're not seeing the lesson for what it is because they're too busy looking at the smallest little itty bitty pieces of it, okay? Then we have the Lovers card. That could cause them to have a trouble making decisions, which could be why they're still in the shadows when it comes to you and this connection with them, okay? Definitely a perfectionist. I can't stop touching things. Okay, I'm going to leave it, I promise. Hey, then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, someone who's quite resilient, okay? And then we have the Hierophant. They like order, they like structure, they like traditions, they like values. Like this person's really like a high moral compass or a moral code, okay? That's definitely something that's important to them. They stand by that, okay? Oh, I'm gonna hear that song. Stand by your man, please. Not if you did some wrong stuff, not that song. This person will definitely stand beside you, though. They will stick up for you and definitely be there for you, okay? That's one thing you should know. The Magician is someone who's very powerful. They're very good at, you know, doing things. They're very good at knowing things. They're very good at finishing things, manifesting things, right? But it makes it... But they can when they believe in themselves. When they're not believing in themselves and their power, things don't really go that well for them. Is the kind of energy coming through for this person. Because it's like the Judgment card upright is someone's like following their gut, following their inner calling, going where the wind takes them, not really worried about anything. This person does worry. So that can sometimes hinder or stifle their manifestations. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, someone who's very giving, clarify the Tower in reverse. That giving energy could have caught them or got them in trouble in the past. Being too giving, too accommodating. Then we have the Knight of Swords, someone who is all about inspired action, going for their goals, very driven, And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So this person could be very good at saving or saving others is kind of what I'm getting as well. They're also very good at protecting themselves, you know, keeping their gushy feelings inside and not letting anyone know. So that's what this is the kind of person who will be around you for so long and you would have no idea that they like you. I'm getting that very strongly from this person. So let's get some more cards and see what else we can get about this person, how you may know them, stuff like that, or how you will know them. If you have no idea who this person is. Please, Spirit, who is this person and how does my group threes know them? Don't fall and mess up my spread. We have Twin Flame Journey. What was I saying? Yo, Spirit really be coming through for me. I don't know why I'm surprised after all this time, but it will always surprise me and humble me because period. Thank you for being here with me, Spirit. I love y'all. I love you. Anyway. Decorum. I do believe this person cares about appearances and what people think about them for sure. But anyway, Twin Flame Journey. That's what I'm getting for you guys. You may have not met this person yet. They're still watching you because they know that you're their person. You don't know yet, but they're like kind of scoping out the territory is what I'm getting. That was like a big message, and that's my clarification or my confirmation. Here we have passion, desire, fantasy. Okay. This person could be having naughty thoughts about you because we do have the devil here. We do have the devil, child. This person does kind of give prude. I'm not even gonna lie. But they have those feelings inside when it comes to you, which is kind of like why they're looking at you like, what makes this person so special, you know? This person could be scared to fall in love or give their heart up, or they're very selective about who the people are. So they're kind of, like I said, looking at you before they even make their move or before you guys meet, you know? The Judgment card kind of like coming out in the middle of the spread is giving me this person has the power. Maybe because they're still caught up in something from the past that they have been meant to release, that they're not fully manifesting you yet. And that could mean they're still trying to overcome a heartbreak or truly find their power and step into their power and believe in themselves. Even the way I was just like, oh, I'm always surprised when I'm picking up on the right energy when I've been doing this for like 5+ years now. And it's like, why are you still surprised? Like, you've been doing this for so long, but my power still surprises me, guys. Okay? Let me stop. Not too much on me. This is definitely a spiritual person. You have look closely. It's within you. What the fuck? You see? I'm going to start throwing things now. I'm going to start speaking in tongues. Y'all going to stop playing with me. This person has not unlocked their true potential yet, right? And until they do, maybe you guys will not be in each other's lives quite yet. Okay, you could know this person already. I'm not even going to say you don't, but I feel like for most of you, this is someone who you may not know, who you haven't really met yet, but they're kind of watching you from afar. They could be like getting readings on you, for example, and the reader is explaining everything about you. So they kind of have an idea of who you are, and they're still just like, you know, am I ready for love yet? Am I ready for this yet? You know, but they're admiring who you are through the readings. Can you understand where I'm coming from with that? Like, they know of you. They've either met you already or Spirit has told them that's your person. They've had dreams about you. They've been able to find you in the 3D, and now they're kind of just lurking on you a little bit, you know? If they're even that spiritually advanced, they could be, you know, actually traveling into your dreams and watching you that way. And you have no idea who they are if they're showing up in your dream, right? Because you don't know who this person is, but they are watching you. Like, this is crazy now. When it gets a little too woo-woo in the reading, I got to back up a little bit. Because I believe in all that, yeah, of course. But you watch me in my dreams? Don't do that. Don't do that. And I don't even know it's you. Don't piss me off. Because you better come and show yourself. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done. Rant over. Anyway, yeah, look closely. It's within you. This person is still learning things about themselves, okay? Maybe this person is still trying to, like, you know, let this more passionate, desirable part of them come out. Or if they have already, that could be something they have done already. Here we have expect changes, autumn. This person's going through changes. I keep changing. You're not messing up my spread. We have days and weeks. April 15th can be important. That date is coming up. It hasn't passed, and that could be when you meet this person. But it could be days and weeks until you meet them. See, this is the reason that I'm getting the vibe. You don't know them yet. Like I was saying, that whole whodunit thing coming through in the beginning of the reading, and that was before any cards even came out. I'm like, you know what? It's given you haven't met them, because why are these like whodunit movies coming through? And you have all these people in the world, all these people in the movies, and at the end of it, we have to figure out who is the one that did the bending. Okay. And that's what Daniel Craig's character is there trying to figure out, who did the bending. And he gets it right every single time. He's a magician in his own right, because he's very good at what he does. And so this person, they don't have to be spiritually, they could be spiritually inclined, but their job doesn't have to include spirituality, right? For them to be really good, they're a good like observer kind of energy. They're giving the Daniel Craig. They're always one figuring out who the person is. So this person could just be looking around for their person, and like I said, they've had readings on you, so they know your essence, they know who you are, you know, fundamentally what you may look like, because readings are very specific on YouTube these days, right? With these cards that we had at the beginning, the color of hair, the color eyes, beard, nicely clothed, if you're white, you're Asian, whatever, right? So they kind of know of you, but they're still just yearning from the shadows, because they don't know you, name, face, job, age, right? But it's going to be days and weeks. It's going to be pretty soon. I hope that's not too out there for some of y'all, okay? You are in a tarot reading after all. But very passionate. I do believe there's going to be like a lot of attraction here. We have frozen out in the cold winter. So yeah, that could be an energy here of this person that's frozen you out, or you froze them out. Here we have feminine energy. I have been getting a lot of feminine energy from this group, especially because we started off with a woman in the beginning. We have things falling apart, changes, endings, and rebuilding. That's that Tower energy. So we'll put that right there. Things are falling apart in their life. And we have celebration and dating. Look, that's the person celebrating and dating a bunch of different people, and they're on their twin flame journey, and they're trying to kind of get through all the cobwebs to find you. So right now they're dating, okay? And they could be dating you. That could be a thing coming through as well. Most of you, or some of you, could be dating multiple people, but this is like my confirmation that you could be dating this person. They're just admiring you from the shadows, not really showing you that they like you, okay? We have heartbroken, grief, shock, emotional pain. Could definitely be something they're healing from. I think I did kind of say that earlier, did I not? That this person is still trying to heal and find themselves after a breakup or something. I think I mentioned it, because we had the Three of Swords come through earlier too. Okay. Anything else, please, Spirit? Anything else we need to know about the situation? There's always one group where it's kind of like, oh, you don't know this person yet. Recently in my readings, so maybe you're always been choosing those groups where you're still a concept in their mind and vice versa. It's about to pay off. Look at that. It's happening soon. I'm telling y'all. Okay, one more card, please. One more card for this portion of the reading. We're going to get into what they have to say as well. Yeah, this person's a little confused about what's going on in their life right now, especially with that Eight of Swords energy coming through. And then here we have gaslighting. This person's going to be being gaslit by someone in their life right now, whether it's family, friends, themselves. Eight of Swords is definitely giving that vibe. Ooh, themselves is so... Ooh. Like, I felt that in my chest. Like, I felt like I got a gut punch. I felt that right there in my heart chakra, you know? It was like... like a punch. Ow. Yeah, this person could be gaslighting themselves. Like, they're getting all these signs. They're very spiritual, very tapped in, tuned in, whatever you want to call it, very in touch with the world around them. And the universe is like, your person's coming. They're kind of like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Like, they want it to come at the same time, but they're still like doubting it. Yeah, that's this person. They're still stepping into their power. Woo, child. I mean, since we have space for one more, why not? Don't mind me. I love a good spread of all these cards. Look at that. They're so cute. One more card. Just one. Is that one? That's two. I said just one. You don't listen. Ooh, we have secrecy, lies, deception. Yeah, this person could know who you are, literally. They're still hiding. That's crazy. And then here we have full moon moment, emotions high, release, realization. But that full moon moment is coming. It's getting closer and closer. It's days and weeks away. Not months and years, days and weeks, okay? Y'all heard that. Let's get into these last cards here. We're going to see what this person has to say to you. What they would say to you. Oh, these cards shuffle so good. Oh my God. Please. This person could be a good dancer. They have groove. They have rhythm. You keep telling me I ain't got rhythm. But look at what you're doing right there. My Phineas and Ferb coming through. This person could like Phineas and Ferb. Hey, behave. Cards in the cut acting up. Put them up there. Okay, please, what would their person say to them? If they could, what would they say to them? We have changing. The song coming through again. Changing, Kevin Jonas. I am working hard to change, to face up to all that I have been avoiding for so long. The cards are carding, guys. I know I need to do more, but I feel so exhausted and tired. Your love is inspiring me to make the necessary changes in my life. But I keep on changing. What would their person say to them? Please, Spirit, what would this person say to them? Okay. We have new beginnings. How cute. It says, I have realized what I was missing in my life, and that is you. This new love has given me fresh perspective and changed who I am. There is no going back, only forward. When I meet you, or when I met you, meet you, haven't met them yet for most of you, some of you. When I met you after that, I never looked back. I want to have a fresh new start with you. Okay, for some of you this could be someone you know, but I'm not really getting that vibe here unless they're coming back like a brand new person that you like literally have never met before, because they're so different. And that's only for like 1 or 2 people, child. I'm not really getting reconciliation vibes. And we had all these cards for that card to come out. That card is in the deck somewhere, and none of the cards were giving like, you know, past energy. Really, it's giving more so this person is dealing with past energy. So we have, there is no one who inspires me the way you do. I am so proud of you, your achievements and gifts. I'm so proud of you, your achievements and gifts. Okay, I guess that sounds right. Your love really gives me strength and the courage to strive for more out of life. So inspired by you, that's what they would say. They're changing. New beginnings coming soon. Like I said, days and weeks. Please, the Spirit. What else can you tell me about this connection? What's coming? We have twin flames. What the heck? Twice in 2 different decks, twin flame energy. That's insane. So we have, as your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. And you know what's hilarious? I was going to say, because some part during the reading, I was talking about, oh, well, you feel this. I'm like, oh, no, you're a person. And I was going to say, oh, you guys could be, you know, mirroring each other, but I didn't. I'm like, I don't want to say that. And then you're kind of like, oh, you know what I mean? But if you feel like you have been resonating with this and you're going to be the person in the comment saying, I feel like you're reading my energy, it's because it's a twin flame energy. You guys mirror each other that way, you know? But it's funny how I was going to say that. I'm like, no, I'm not saying it, but it's coming through, really. So as your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. There is a connection between us that can't be denied. We have to work on ourselves to be together. Look out for signs of my love. It is me sending you, or I'm sending them to you, whatever. Because these decks be sometimes not speaking proper English. But that's kind of what I was saying. So they're changing to get ready to call you in or meet you or be with you, right? This is, the reading is going so crazy. Now my heart is kind of like, because I'm like, yeah. And that just reminded me of Netflix. Like that silent makes me, you kind of go on Netflix. I'm spiraling right now. Let me finish this reading for y'all because I can't. But yeah, twin flame energy, it's saying we have to work on ourselves to be together. I was talking about this person working on themselves. So are you. So if you're still watching and you feel like this energy was talking about you as well, it's because you guys are mirroring each other. And the more it seems, not more it seems, I'm trying to say the more it seems or sounds accurate, maybe you've gone through this already, you know, and you're going through this right now. And that means you're closer to get it coming together because we have the days and weeks there. That's what I was trying to say. It was coming through difficult. Anyway, let's keep going so I can end the reading. Y'all probably sick of me. Here we have forgive. Ooh, see, for a small bit of you, maybe someone's coming back. Let's see what it says. I hope you will forgive me for all the things I have done and all the pain which I caused you. But believe me, my love, that was not my intention. I know I have hurt you pretty badly with my words and actions, but I'm really, truly sorry, my love. Okay, anyway. I swear, I'm like, do we forgive in this house, on this channel? I guess. forgiveness is not for them at the end of the day. It is for us, but oh, whatever. Here we have doubt. See, all these were coming through in the reading. I love this. Anyway, please stop doubting our connection. I can sense it, and it's making me doubt too. Just have faith. That could be something coming through. They're feeling your doubt. Interesting. Anyway, just have faith and know I will reach out to you when the divine timing is right. Trust the process, my love. Everything will work out beautifully. And then one more card. And love. Oh, my heart. This is so sweet. So we have, I want to make love to you. Love to you. Okay. Which you have never experienced before. I don't know why they be talking like this. Like, who made these cards? I want to make love to you like you've never experienced before. I think that sounds much better. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known each other. Your touch and your voice really healed me. Oh, beautiful. This is gorgeous. I like this a lot, actually. But I'll leave your reading here. I've talked enough. I've talked your ear off. You're probably sick of me, and that's fine. I'd be sick of me too. Okay, hopefully you're watching on 2X or something, so you're not sitting here for 40 minutes literally. But if this resonated, please like, follow, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever, and I mean ever, like to book a reading with me, I'm always available through email. Let me know. We can get one booked, then you know you're going to be ready to go. If you want to join the memberships on my channel, you can always do so using my email. Not the email. Ciao. Ooh. No, not the email. Using the link in the description box right above the timestamps, okay? But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day. Always feel free to leave a little tippy tip in the comments. Not the comments, in the description box if you feel called to do so. I'm tired, guys. Don't mind me. It's very much appreciated. It always goes back into the channel, new decks, all that good stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching. As always, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.